That didn't even work.
What is this supposed to do? Is this supposed to like break off? And, like hook in?
I'm not sure, but welcome to the show, everyone. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
I had to turn my
the iPad volume was down, and there was a weird delay.
There's a slight delay.
We were just fidgeting with this cool new set piece. I had it set up before the episode.
Welcome,
We'll
everyone.
just leave it there.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the Fast Boys. Fast Boys?
Fast Boys. We got a new name this week.
What were we before? The Hoss Boys.
The Haas Boys.
Okay, I just I got a little bit mixed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5 years ago.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
it's not. It's the fast ones.
5 years ago, which
we are the
is
fast ones.
crazy accurate name.
Yeah, my name is
Tight.
Max, and your name is Mike.
That is my name.
Yeah, and together we talk about all things racing,
Motorsports. For sure.
Yeah, dude.
How's your week?
It's been good. And I'll tell you what, I have been so happy today because it's 420.
Oh, yeah, dude. Happy birthday to Tyler Galloway's dad. I'll never forget, dude.
Oh, that's good.
So
I was gonna say,
Nick Galloway, if you're watching, happy birthday, my friend.
man, that's good to know.
Yes.
I was gonna say, the only thing I know about 420 is I think it's Hitler's birthday.
What?
I think so. Isn't that why anyone talks about it? 420? I don't know what anyone would ever do anything else on 420.
Don't make me...
Again!
You sound like a certain person you said whose birthday it was.
But here's the thing. I'm going to go out and say it. It might be a hot take. Hitler was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say that and
Okay,
make
good.
the stance on this show.
Good.
That the fast ones say Hitler was bad.
Yeah.
We don't like his ideas.
We can draw that line in the sand.
And you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Take it up with Kevin.
Then you can write
Take
Kevin.
it up with our producer.
He's got an email somewhere.
Yeah, write us at fast ones or message us on Instagram. But yeah, I would think that Hitler is bad.
Yeah.
Not afraid to say that.
Good.
But today, of all days,
Yes.
we now have something to celebrate.
We have
besides Hitler's birthday.
Besides.
We regret this day.
Okay. So
For over a century, we have had this awful shadow over this day. But now is the day that Kimi Antonelli has finally been a World Driver Championship leader for longer than George Russell has ever had in his life.
Let's go ahead and just the slow clap going.
Amazing.
Way to go, Kimi. You have now put George in his place.
And so I don't know if there's anything else anyone would want to do on 420
No?
to celebrate
Nothing.
Kimi doing that.
Yes.
But if you have ideas, maybe we start a tradition of some sort.
You know, marijuana's legal these days in a lot of states. Maybe people could recreationally use that
Interesting.
today.
Interesting.
Seems like a really chill thing to do. It feels like a chill day.
It's a chill day.
Yeah.
The opposite of a George Russell activity. Do the opposite of George Russell.
Do
Day.
whatever George wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So anyway, I was stoked waking up today knowing that the sun was bright
Yes.
and that the future was bright.
And that the future was
Yes.
very bright. Indeed. Landorghini is in the chat.
Lamborghini's back.
Yes, which has been a few weeks.
A few weeks.
So welcome back, Landor.
our like frenemy.
He said, "Who are you comparing to Hitler?" So off to a good start.
I don't know if I've implied anything.
Some incriminating comments
I'm
earlier.
just saying, it's an opposite of George Russell Day, which also has to be Hitler's birthday,
Yeah.
which is now celebrating Kimi Antonelli Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andrea Kimi Antonelli Day.
Oh, but yeah, such a good day.
Such a good day.
Also, in other news, I caught a mistake
Oh,
by none other than
me?
Did you make a mistake?
Oh, I
don't
don't
think
know. I
you've ever
always
made a
make
mistake on this podcast. It's always been 100% accurate.
Okay.
I think that the F1 account made a mistake today.
Oh.
They lied to everyone.
Okay.
Let me pull up one of their things. Overtake of the month
Yes.
posted in April
Okay.
was in Suzuka.
It wasn't in April.
There was no overtakes in April.
It was the only thing that overtook
How
in
dare
April
you gaslight us?
was Artemis. Overtook the Earth.
That was the best overtake.
That was the best overtake
around
and the only
the
one.
parabolic. Huge hairpin.
That they really went fast around the moon
That was the overtake of the year.
but it was
Definitely
specifically
overtake of the month.
Yeah,
They're trying to claim that Charles Leclerc going around the outside of George Russell at Suzuka was the overtake of the month, but there was no overtakes of the month.
That was also the overtake of the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That overtake was ballsy.
Yeah.
And it was really good. So that could be the overtake of every month from here on if that's the new criteria for it.
We just dive into the history of F1 and pull out overtakes. And throw them
Here's
into
the
that
overtake we like this month.
Freaking.
That time it wasn't my fault.
Oh, shoot.
So
We're going to get this hung up officially somewhere in the studio.
Yes.
But yeah, overtake of the month.
Yes.
Charles Leclerc overtaking George Russell and Suzuka in March.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take it, I guess. It's
We'll
been a
take it.
long month without any races.
For sure. This month has been painful.
Yeah.
I've had to do yard work on the weekends.
Oh, that sucks.
And I can usually get out of that kind of thing by, my wife being like, we gotta clean out the fountain and make it clean. And then I'm like, no, I have to watch FP1, FP2. I got the podcast, babe.
I got people counting on me.
They need to know the information. I
Yeah.
can't possibly do that.
Yeah, dozens of people are going to tune in on Monday night.
And if anyone could tell that my energy level is lower, it's because I'm wrecked.
Because of the yard work.
Because of the yard work.
Yeah.
Normally I'm so well rested.
Yeah, I would say if there has been any casualties of the war, it's been us having to do yard work.
Because we've had to be busy.
The
Taking
plight,
care of other things.
the plight of the people.
Yeah, seriously.
Without F1 races.
Thanks for reminding me how absolutely ridiculous my complaint is. I just want to watch racing.
Yeah, we all want to watch
That's all.
racing.
That's mainly what I want here.
Yeah.
Landor says he's going to be at the Florida race. He's asking if we are going.
Oh, we would love to go.
We would love to.
Yeah.
Do you got spare tickets, Landor?
Hook us up. Yeah, apparently you work for Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you going to be in the Williams garage?
Masubi's in the house, by the way.
Hey.
Kev's joined us. Welcome, Kev.
Landorghini, are you going to be able to scope out some Williams stuff? I mean, gotta let us know.
Yeah.
Because that is exciting. That is exciting if true.
Kev's going to be there.
You going to be at the Miami race, Kevin?
Yeah, he is. And Landor says, come tour the Williams garage. Send us an email, and we'll be there.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Is Kevin Producer going to the Miami Grand Prix and not telling us or inviting us?
He told me. I just haven't relayed that information.
Yeah, do it live on the podcast.
Yeah, just so that way I could see your true colors shine.
He better get us good footage. Better get us some good content. I think Kevin went with us to the Las Vegas Grand Prix, took a lot of pictures, and we've used some of those pictures on the podcast.
Yeah.
Along with your pictures. So
I know,
Kevin's
I
a
need
good
to-
photographer.
I need to post some of the photos that we took. My phone decided to... I mean, in actuality, I took a lot of video and photo while we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
And my phone disintegrated. And I had to completely reset the thing. And so when I got back, I had to reconfigure all my passwords and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I literally ran out of space on my phone.
I
I've
didn't know
never had
phones
that
did
happen.
They disintegrate.
It melted.
Oh.
So this is 2.0.
Well, I didn't know that.
And so anyways, none of the media that we took at Vegas got posted other than the stuff while we were there.
Yeah.
So I promise I will share some of the content that we got while we were there.
But Miami sounds fun. I mean, next week technically is race week, right?
What's that?
Next week is race week.
It is.
This long, awkward pause in the calendar is now coming to an end.
Yeah.
We finally get to have an American race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's dope.
It's and I feel like we're all so starved for a race that this is just going to be so refreshing.
Yeah.
Very
Did we
exciting.
talk about last week? Was it that we talked about that Kimi Antonelli is pretty good in Miami?
Yeah.
And
Sprint
so-
pole last year.
Yeah, that's right. And so going forward with that, George Russell might be a little hesitant, might be
Right.
a little worried.
Yes, a little.
Because Kimi Antonelli has a lot of momentum.
Yes.
And he doesn't have any fear or cares or worries in the world.
And he doesn't have
crushes
to worry
Miami.
about whether or not the team likes him.
No, he doesn't.
He's not worried about that.
Oh, George is trying. Oh, is he trying to win over the team? Of
Oh,
course he is.
100%.
Yeah, and it's awkward because they can see it.
Yeah. He's probably heard that story where I think it was Giancarlo Fisichella who gave everyone Rolexes on his side of the garage.
Who was that name?
Giancarlo
Carlo Fisichella?
Giancarlo Fisichella.
That's a name I don't know.
He
that
was
you
teammates with Fernando Alonso at Renault.
Yeah, I did not know this. Okay, so
Fisichella was
Cool.
Was a good race car driver.
He was a good race car driver?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of this guy in my life.
Yeah.
It's a cool name. Spanish?
Italian? Italian, yeah.
Very Italian.
Yeah, I think Fizzy was the last.
Fizzy. Dope.
That was his nickname. Yeah. I think he was the last Italian Grand Prix race winner
Before
Kimi.
Kimi. Oh, okay.
So, because I can't think of one since. Chat, correct me.
Giovinazzi never won a race.
Didn't win a race, yeah.
Leclerc is not from Italy, even though they try to act like he is.
Even though they've adopted him.
And Gunter is not a race car driver.
And I'm trying to think of even before that, but yeah, I think Fisichella was the last Italian who like had some stats.
Interesting.
He may not have even been a Grand Prix
Did he have a lot
race
of
winner,
fizzy drink sponsors? That's a great opportunity.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Dang, dude.
But yeah,
Okay.
but he had that blue and yellow Renault, that era of Renault.
That's a cool Renault.
Yeah.
Well, and you said he gave out Rolexes?
Yeah, it was either Fisichella or somebody. I feel like it was teammates to Fernando, I think, at one point. But he made a bet or something like, if I get points this weekend, I'll get everyone a Rolex, and he came through.
Oh, there you go.
And he gave all of the members, all the guys on his side of the garage Rolexes or watches of some kind. But I want to say it was Rolexes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if George Russell could do anything and win anyone.
I feel like
It'd be
like
so inauthentic.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'm going to give watches to everyone on my side of the garage. And he'd just go get like Timexes.
Just go ask his sponsor, IWC, to fork out a few extra watches.
They'd be like, no.
I lost 14 watches. Can you give them back to me?
This is a George Russell special edition. Don't tell.
I also feel like he would also just demand people like him.
Yeah.
Like he could also just be
I
like,
don't
how
think
dare you? Toto, can you make them like me?
Do you know what's the greatest question mark that I have to ask?
Yeah, what?
And I feel like you've asked this question maybe before.
Yeah.
But why does Fernando like him?
Toto?
No. Why is Fernando Alonso like George?
He does?
Supposedly.
I don't know. I've never seen them.
They like travel together. They got photos together
Really?
at like events and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that doesn't make me think well about Fernando.
Right.
Yeah, is something wrong?
Yeah.
Is he getting old and weird?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
what's his
also, like,
taste?
Fernando's the manager of Gabby. Gabby's like the most liked dude on the grid.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one.
It seems like an interesting question.
Yeah,
That we have to get to the
requires
root
a
of.
deep dive at some point.
It
because
does.
if you look back into Alonso's history, he is like the opposite of what George Russell is.
100%.
That's what's going on.
Maybe that's why he likes him, is that he sees an opportunity to be like, here, let me help you.
Guy can corrupt you.
Yeah, also, but yeah. And maybe it's also like, you have the fastest car.
Yeah.
If you like me. Maybe when my car's decent, I can kick
That's
your
true.
butt.
Oh, yeah, it is
You know what I mean?
political.
There's
Yeah.
always like some underhanded,
Yeah.
I'm going to pass you in 130R thing going on with Fernando.
Yeah. I did see Fernando Alonso testing that Aston Martin Valkyrie.
Yeah, the crazy open cockpit one.
Yeah.
That thing's nuts.
The helmet Alonso was wearing looked like a Star Wars evil person helmet.
I haven't even seen those photos.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Was it AI or was it real?
It was real.
Yeah.
I believe in Aston Martin's Valkyrie.
Oh,
car.
I've seen that. Yeah. It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know why Fernando would be friends with George,
Yeah.
but it's diabolical. There's got to be an underlining reason for
He's
his
got
gain.
Yeah. Whatever
Unless
it
he's
is.
just doing it as a joke.
He's got
He's doing it to like get at George. Is he making fun of George?
or maybe George is like accountant is the same accountant and he's giving him a discount. He's
"That
like,
guy-
just be friends
You
with
got to
George,
fly with
please.
him on this jet.
Just please be friends
I
with
would love it if it
George."
was a long-term joke. And Fernando just is dying at all the weird things that George does.
Somehow George, like Lawrence Stroll, feels worse for George than he does for Lance. And he's paying Fernando. Listen, Fernando, I'm going to need you to befriend George Russell. Because we all know that boy's not getting any friends in the paddock.
Jeez.
So can you do us that solid? I'll give you an extra $1 million.
Hey, speaking of the Strolls,
Yes.
you told me that Lance raced in a race car.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about it.
No.
Stark contrast to
Yeah.
the Max Verstappen attempt.
Okay, this is outside of Formula One.
It is.
Recently.
Everything's outside of Formula One right now.
Yeah, there's no Formula One. Recently, there was a what kind of, it was like a GTR race?
It was a GT3 race.
GT3 race.
Yes, and he had a team,
Okay.
and so we have to keep in mind
That there are other
that
drivers.
there are other drivers
that are in this equation.
Yes, but something to the effect of 8 some odd penalties that resulted in over 2 minutes of penalties.
I mean, did it
added
happen
to their
when
race
he
time.
was driving?
He definitely contributed.
Oh, no.
But like, so the amount of track limits penalties over the course of the race resulted in something like 2.5 minutes of
dang it.
added time.
Dang it.
Which is a lot.
That is a lot.
So a lot of track limits penalties.
Yeah.
Also, Lance is an F1 driver, an open wheel racer, right?
Yeah.
Max Verstappen does nothing but race simulators, race cars, race go-karts.
Yeah.
Race, right? Lance Stroll gets into a race car, this big, overweight, clunky thing. I can't imagine that was a super easy adaptation.
Yeah, and maybe this goes into like this idea that Lance isn't a natural-born driver. Like, he has been able to practice his way and get used to enough to an F1 car that he can like manage it.
Right.
And he can compete sometimes. Like, he can hit the midfield sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's not a natural driver, whereas a lot of these F1 drivers are natural gifted drivers. That's why they're here.
Right.
And they go to other disciplines
and they rock.
They destroy the competition.
Right.
And that's so plain to see with Max right now, but he's otherworldly. But like
right.
Nico Hülkenberg did it in the 24 hours of whatever, Le Mans, and like Fernando Alonso did other things, and Romain Grosjean is crushing it. And you have all these F1 drivers that are just good drivers. Lance, no.
Yeah,
and it's showing because it's like, oh, he's not naturally good at this.
Right.
If you were, you could at least not get any penalties.
Right. At least have a clean stint. So, yeah.
Is that shocking news?
No, not at all.
And
I think that, the reason that I'm going to weigh a little bit of fairness in this is because when that headline dropped, everybody was like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like, look, in fairness, all of the time penalties weren't pushed to just him.
Yeah.
But yes, on the flip side, Max Verstappen is still absolutely a destructive human being behind the wheel of a Mercedes AMG.
It's crazy. That's all the content we've been getting in the F1 world is Max overtaking people
in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So going into the pit entry at the Nürburgring race, he was behind somebody and he was like slowing down before the speed limit line. And Max was like, boop, and just went around him in the very narrow space and went leading into the pit lane ahead of that person.
That's so wild.
It just proves how aggressive Max is,
and the gaps that he can find.
Right.
That's so crazy.
And watching that footage is just incredibly entertaining. But it has to be mentioned that Juha Miettinen is his name.
Okay.
Was sad. He lost during the Nürburgring. Was it qualifying or practice session?
Okay.
So leading up to the race this weekend, a car leaked some fluid on the track, caused a 7-car pileup. Nürburgring is extremely dangerous for this exact reason, and one of the drivers passed away.
Oh, this guy that you just said?
Yeah, Juha Miettinen is his name.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Not like a globally known name or much of a motorsport name, but a local to the Nürburgring, competed there on a regular basis for like the last 5 or 6 years.
Dang.
So a veteran of just racing his own BMW 3 Series that he had. Sad, so unbelievably sad. And one of the reasons that I feel like it's important to acknowledge is because as fans of motorsport, like we went to support the local NASA event here, which is North American Sports Car Racing Association, whatever it is. I can't imagine that going out to like the Burt Brothers Motorsport Park here in Utah, that, some little accident happened and someone loses a family member. It's just so unbelievably tragic.
Yeah, no.
So our thoughts go to his family. But, outside of that, they did eventually get to the race this weekend. And in true Max Verstappen fashion, he was unbelievable. And that footage was really
crazy.
Really fun to watch.
What a wild weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, but...
Well, that put a damper on things.
Yeah, sorry, but we needed to address it.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
well, as we move on to our next topic for the night, we want to thank our sponsor, Steep. There it is, Steep. Yerba mate, drinksteep.ca. Go get some. Try it out. If you're in the Utah area, they sell it everywhere now.
Tons of places.
Tons of locations. Follow them. But
Go
follow
check it
us
out.
first. Okay, we have a listener question.
Yes, let's hit that.
This came in from listener Devin Doxey.
Oh, yes. Hello, Devin.
He's been listening to us a a lot more lately, or always.
Yeah.
Old time fan.
Yes.
Yeah, friend of the show. He just asked if we could do a little intro on Jonathan Wheatley.
Oh, yes.
And that would be helpful for me because I really don't know anything about him besides the Drive to Survive episode that came out showing how nice he is.
Yes.
And
That's his style.
yeah, so he wants to know a little bit more about Jonathan Wheatley. I'm springing this on you, Mike, but
I'm prepared.
you're prepared to
Yes.
teach about Jonathan Wheatley?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go into it.
So, I mean, I wanted to make sure that I had at least the dates correct because a lot of the time when I'm doing something like this.
Wait, you don't know all the team principals' birthdays?
Yeah, exactly.
And when they got married and like when they joined every single team that they joined?
Listen, I know what most of them are struggling with maritally. Okay.
You're up to date on all the scandals.
I know it.
All their extramarital affairs.
The secret lives of Formula Wives.
It's hard with Flavio Briatore.
How is that not a series?
Yeah.
That's a way better series
Oh,
than
yeah.
the crap that just got canceled based out of here in Utah.
Yeah.
The Secret Lives of Formula Wives is coming to you soon.
Oh, yeah.
From Netflix.
Let's do it.
We're
Because
selling it.
Lando just got back together with his girlfriend.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge news.
Yeah, Landorghini. Did you know that?
Yeah, Landor,
Are
tell
you
us
happy
more.
about that?
Yeah. Do you have her number?
Yeah.
Because Max
don't
is
know.
still looking.
It was weird timing. If we're going to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Lando Norris wins the World Driver Championship.
Yeah.
He hugs his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, breaks up with his girlfriend.
Yeah. See ya.
Because he's like, I am the World Driver Champion and things are looking good right now. And so for a couple of months, I imagine he went and partied like crazy.
Yeah.
And now he's like, okay, time to get back with the girlfriend.
He's
that
like,
was convenient.
All right. I took a pill in Ibiza. I'm back now.
Yeah.
That was his vibe.
Especially now that it's not looking like he's going to get another championship.
Yeah.
He's like,
not
maybe it's
anytime
time
soon.
to go back.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, I'm so sorry. It's poorly timed. So, yeah.
Would have been
That's
great
big
if it
news.
would have been great if Oscar scooped her up.
He's just like,
Sorry. That would have been the ultimate play, the ultimate mind game. Has that ever happened in Formula One?
yeah.
A teammate takes the other teammate's.
No, even worse.
Oh,
and you already know
I
what
already
it
know
is.
what it is. Yeah.
Not
let's
only
talk about
did he take his seat, he took his girl
and the kid.
and his child.
And now that guy is running around Europe doing GT races
Yes.
and destroying people.
and trashing people and has a child of his own.
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen and Daniel Kvyat, probably the most insanely competitive move. And I feel like
That is crazy.
it's like, what can you define it as otherwise?
First you get the girl, then you get the seat, then you get the championship. It's Scarface. It
is.
In Formula One. The
It
Formula
is.
One path of Scarface.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, answered my own questions there.
Yeah, but
But
if
Kelly
Oscar...
PK, I feel like, is just going for she's going for the number one driver.
Yeah, and the Red Bull seat,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we made a parallel last year that like if Yuki becomes the number one driver,
Yeah.
what happens?
yeah. Kelly PK is going to be dating a short dude.
Yeah, that is a really little man,
And Yuki's going to have two kids already.
which I feel like he'd be great
One's
at
Danny
somehow.
Kvyat's kid, one's Max Verstappen's kid. That'd be the weirdest family.
Yeah.
And then she had a baby with Yuki.
Yeah.
And then what's the new guy who's in
Isaac
racing?
Hadjar.
Yeah, Isaac Hadjar comes along, and it's just the weirdest conglomeration
It's like,
of
this is
family.
a
They're all
hodgepodge.
dating like this 20-year-older Kelly PK. It's a future we're all hoping for.
We're all
It's a
hoping for.
parallel
She's
universe.
the new Helmut Marko.
Yeah, for sure.
This is how they determine seats at Red Bull. Okay. Anyways, now that I've said things that are
Jonathan
upsetting
Wheatley.
somebody, Jonathan Wheatley. Jonathan Wheatley was a junior mechanic at Benetton through the
I
90s.
love Benetton.
Right. And they talk about this in Netflix because in the Netflix episode, they talk about how he worked for Flavio. Mm-hmm. So Flavio was team
Oh.
boss at Benetton.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they know each other
Yeah.
from those years of
Jonathan
working together.
knows the crazy,
Yes.
the insane, what it's like to live under
The
that tyranny.
crazy man.
Yeah.
So so he worked through the years of Benetton all the way up through the Renault era.
Okay.
So
With Flavio the whole time?
yeah, and then went to Red Bull in 2006.
Okay.
So he was an early adopter to the Red Bull racing family.
Yeah.
Much sooner than like Newey or...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess not much sooner, but a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
And then he was there for almost 20 years. So...
Oh, far out.
Yeah, and he was... When he left Renault, he was the chief mechanic at the team. So he was...
Crushing it.
A high-ranking official of that
Yeah.
team. And then when he went to or to Red Bull, obviously, he was still pulling some pretty heavy rank.
And was Renault winning a lot back then? I feel like that was
That was through
time.
it. Yeah, that was through the period of like coming off of the Fernando Alonso championship
And the fizzy dude.
and the Fisichella era. Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then he became team manager and then sporting director at Red Bull.
Yeah.
So, pretty crazy.
And weird that like he's contrasted like his career with Flavio Briatore.
Who was his boss?
Yeah, like
at one stage.
you work with that guy for a long time. That's going to shape how you want to work in the future.
For sure.
Yeah, escaping under that like crazy guy who's also like plotting and cheating and risking people's lives. So was this Fizzy guy the guy that crashed?
No, that was Nelson Piquet Jr., Kelly's brother.
What?
Yes.
Oh, wild. The world of F1 is very close.
It is small.
Even just talking about Jonathan Wheatley and Flavio. Like,
We have now full circled back to
for
Kelly.
Sure. And now like Flavio and Wheatley are now team principals that are going against each other.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah,
The talent pool is pretty tight.
for sure.
Lamborghini is on track to be team principal
At Williams.
of one of the teams.
You stick there long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please dethrone Zach Brown and get him out of the Dodger dugout.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so mad.
Thought you'd be so happy about that.
I was like, get out of my... Not allowed in the clubhouse. That's my clubhouse. No McLaren allowed.
If you didn't know, Zach Brown is hanging out with the Dodgers.
Yeah. Beat it.
Mike does not like Zach Brown hanging out with the Dodgers.
He's going to rub off on the team and they're going to start highlighting somebody who doesn't need to be highlighted.
I think he might be a part owner soon enough.
Ugh.
They love bringing on these like famous athletic celebrity owners in part of like organizations.
You mean Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson. I know there's a bunch of like ex basketball players that now own parts of NBA teams. Like Dwayne Wade owns a stake in the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
Man.
Zach Brown being like, I already own all the cars in the world.
It's just a formula, just a former athlete, not his title.
I mean, did you see him in Drive to Survive? And like his tennis coach is, what's that guy?
I don't know.
Crazy famous.
Oh, yeah. It was like, it wasn't like Federer or anything, but it's like Doncic or what is
It's
his
one
name?
of those
like
guys.
yeah.
But he's this crazy famous tennis player that's won all these Grand Slams. And he's like, I mean, he's just paid by Zach Brown to be his friend.
Yeah.
Which is so weird.
That
Like
I think
their
that perfectly
interaction,
summarizes
like, this guy
it,
does
though.
not want to be hanging out with Zach Brown.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
want to be on Netflix.
Yeah. I feel like it's a point of pride as well to be like, oh, like the Dodgers welcomed me into the clubhouse, down onto the field or something like that. But when Zach Brown posted, I'm like, you paid for this.
Yeah.
That's different.
They didn't reach out to you at all.
They didn't invite you.
Yeah, you paid for this.
This is, if we ever get to the point of interviewing people in F1, that clip will come back to bite me.
Nah, it's a good clip. It's a good approach.
So, but no Zach Brown in the Dodger clubhouse.
Yeah.
Somehow he pulled it off.
Yeah. But Lamborghini, you can get rid of Zach Brown for us.
Please.
Yeah. But yeah, Jonathan Wheatley.
Jonathan.
So how?
So, I mean, it looks like he's on track to be moving to Aston, but we still haven't heard any news.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's only left Audi.
I thought they would have picked up real quick over this last month.
I thought that we'd hear something.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of rumors around Andrea Stella. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay. And here's how I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay.
For our longtime listeners, many of you probably are well aware of the fact that I really like Fred Vasseur.
Yeah. We like
I
that
think
guy.
Fred is the best.
Uh-huh.
And he's created a Ferrari that is really solid and fast.
Yeah.
Have the team continue to struggle with strategy and some other things? Yes. But that seems like it's coming, those decisions are coming down from the arrogant CEO who was saying that the driver should shut up and drive the car, whatever his name is. I'm forgetting right now.
If they're Italian, they have said ridiculous things.
Right.
Fred Vasseur is French, and we haven't heard anything stupid out of his mouth.
Only funny crap because he's the best, right? So protect Fred at all costs. I think he's so important to Ferrari's growth.
Yeah.
Even though Andrea Stella has been a huge piece of McLaren. So now that you're putting 2 and 2 together.
Andrea Stella is at McLaren.
He's the team principal of McLaren.
Andrea Seidel is
no longer anywhere.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Okay. Gotcha.
But was formerly a team principal of McLaren.
Okay, so Stella.
So Andrea Stella is current team principal.
Yep.
Italian. Was formerly a very important piece of Ferrari for years.
Really?
Yes. He worked on the same team as Braun, as Binotto. He worked at Ferrari through the Schumacher era as well.
Oh, okay.
So Andrea Stella...
But, like, what was he doing? He was just a little kid.
He was younger.
Jackman.
He was definitely... No, I mean, he was still an engineer, and he was still...
Yeah.
But definitely younger, right? But the impact that he's made at McLaren is inarguable, right?
Yeah.
With Andrea Seidel, the team was a mess.
Yeah.
Showing up with bad brake ducts, starting dead last in the championship, like things were just a wreck, right? The second they switched to Stella, they went from dead last to first in the championship. They won the world championship as a constructor. So his impact is like sizable, right? And I would say Andrea Stella's team principal style is very adjacent to Jonathan Wheatley.
Yeah.
He's a very like, oh, this is a team of the people approach.
Okay.
So, and he's also, I feel like not as cryptic and as Piranha Club as many of the team bosses.
As some of like the older guys.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, wait, are you saying that like I didn't...
So to put the puzzle pieces
is
together
there
that
something
I've set up,
Ferrari and McLaren and Aston Martin?
The rumor is that Seidel has already signed it. Not Seidel. Excuse me. Andrea Stella has already signed at Ferrari
to be the team principal.
They don't know what that role is.
What the heck?
But that he would be leaving McLaren to be at Ferrari.
Wild.
The challenge is that the announcement has to be made at McLaren because of garden leave and whatever, right?
Okay.
So unless what we discussed about the Jonathan Wheatley move to Aston Martin might have some asterisks of if Honda can't get it together, then maybe there's a deal with Audi that Jonathan Wheatley can come to the team sooner as a power unit situation where it benefits Aston Martin and it benefits Audi to have him and all those things. With that aside, Jonathan's gardening leave period has already started, right? If Andrea Seidel is going to Ferrari next year, he'd have to be leaving sooner than later. Yeah. And that is going to be a huge loss.
So would Jonathan Wheatley go to McLaren?
No, he would be going to Aston.
He's still going to Aston.
Yes.
Hoping to get an Audi power unit because the Honda one sucks.
Because it's rattling their teeth out.
And McLaren's just left without a team principal.
Yep.
And is Ferrari just doing this because he's Italian? That's how I see it. I mean, because Fred Vasseur, it was a rocky, like not rocky, but like took a few seasons to get where he's at right now. But also, you're going up against all these like entrenched Ferrari hardcore employees that are like, I feel like are just like so slow to do anything new or different.
It took how long? So Adami was race engineer for Sebastian Vettel, and Vettel and Adami yelled at each other on the radio. And then Carlos Sainz comes in. And how many times did we hear Carlos Sainz come over the radio and be like, that's the worst strategy I've ever heard. You can do better. And he would bark at him like crazy. And Lewis comes over, and it takes an entire season of Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time champion, yelling at the team, being like, he is the worst race engineer. Please remove him before they finally sidelined Adami. Right? The things that Fred Vasseur is combating as team boss are running so much deeper than what other team bosses are getting, because there's some Ferrari culture of aiding and embedding criminals is the only way I could say it.
Yeah.
These people are hurting the team.
Yeah.
Right? And it seems like for some reason the team boss doesn't have full powers.
No, it just seems like a false leader.
Right.
Like we're going to bring in Fred Vasseur but we're still running the show.
Right.
Like we're getting comments from the owner of Ferrari to tell the drivers to shut up.
Right.
It's like, I don't hear that from any of the other owners of any of the other teams.
No other
I just
team
hear
is
from the
doing
team
this.
principals.
Right.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Zach Brown because he's CEO.
I forget
and
he's
doesn't-
not team principal the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he's always there. He's inserting himself everywhere.
Yeah,
he can.
he's as bad. He's worse than the Ferrari CEO, but that's
true.
the only case that is.
Yeah, and they're
the
both
truth.
the worst.
Yeah, totally. So with that said, my hope is that if Andrea Stella is going to the team and it's not for a team boss role, which would be insane because it'd be a step down from where he is.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see where he's going. Is it head of power unit development? What does he oversee? Is he Fred's boss? Is it CEO of racing? Like what? Because if Fred stays, which is my hope, where's the spot for Andrea Stella?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
Yeah, this 2-time, because they got it 2 times. The world,
I think they've
Constructor
won
Championships.
3 constructor championships now,
Oh,
and 2 of them. Or no, 2. You're right. It's 2. Yeah.
with him.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, this guy is worth a lot of money now.
Yeah,
He's proven himself.
for sure.
Yeah.
And like I said, the turnaround, the stark contrast of where they started to where they finished, is all the evidence anyone ever needs to say that Andrea Stella is for sure a great leader,
Yeah.
especially within a race team. So, Andrea will be head of race engineering for Haas. That's what we all could hope.
That'd be right.
I mean, we'd take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. But this would leave a big gap for us, for McLaren.
Right.
Yeah.
This would be interesting to see. I mean, Rob Marshall's there from formerly Red Bull, and Rob made a significant impact. So there's some other players that are at McLaren that could definitely step into it. But again, those are some big shoes to fill. So you have to see how it plays out.
Wild. Okay, wild.
But yeah, the Wheatley move is obviously going to take time. And Newey did they announce that Newey's stepping out already?
Yeah, I thought they did. I thought that's kind of like what sparked a lot of these conversations.
Right.
Like Newey's not.
So who
Who
took over as team principal?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? You're the one who knows these things.
Chat.
Aston Martin, what's going to happen when the race starts next 2 weeks, in 2 weeks?
Is there anyone there to lead the team?
I don't know. I think Lance can call some strategy.
This is what was odd, is that normally they go, someone will be filling the role.
Yeah, you have to backfill that before you announce, especially in Formula One,
Right.
with millions and millions on the line,
Right.
and constructors championships on the line.
And sponsors who are just literally
Aston Martin's
staring
like,
at you.
can't finish a race.
Yeah.
You got to have a plan in place.
Yeah.
So the fact that we don't know anything about Aston Martin right now is kind of weird.
Aramco has bigger problems right now, probably.
What?
Than the car not succeeding. But, there are a lot of tech sponsors. There's a lot of sponsors on the car. I'm sure all of them are very abundantly aware of their finishing positions.
Yeah.
Blake says that Fernando's kid is going to be team principal, the new baby.
Yeah. Let's get him a shot.
Yeah. I mean, nepotism runs in that team. So what's stopping him?
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in the coming weeks.
Okay, cool.
I think
cool.
we're going to learn a lot more.
Yeah.
Which also comes to probably our next point, if you're ready to segue.
Yeah, I'm ready to segue. Let's go for it.
Formula One has announced the changes to the 2026 regulations that will be effective starting in Miami.
Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, I want to know.
All right, I'm going to bust out my phone again so that way I don't
No, this is good.
miss this.
Yeah, I'm stoked about this. I think we all are. Everything's been like so weird with the racing style, batteries, recharging, attacking, not attacking, and happy this is happening. I did see that these came out, and I knew you'd be doing it on the podcast. So
Yeah, I'm
like a good co-host, I didn't do any research.
You're like, I'm not going to read a dang
so that
thing.
I'm fresh and I can learn.
Here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
It's a Band-Aid. Ultimately, what I'm about to tell you is a Band-Aid. It
Okay.
doesn't fix it, and it just won't.
Yeah.
But the main thing, and
It'll just shut up the fans for a race.
well, I mean, it'll be for the rest of the year what they've changed.
But like for one race, the fans will be like, oh, this is fun. Then they realize it's the same and we're like back to square one.
I mean, I think that when we discussed previously, like what the regulations need and all that, it's still not really fixing the crux of the problem, but it's band-aiding some of them. And one of the big ones is qualifying.
Okay.
So the aim, and I think that what's his face? Stefano Domenicali just did an interview that they posted, and he said that one of the biggest pain points from the sport and the fans and from even the sponsors' standpoint was that qualifying is one of the greatest parts of F1.
Oh, yeah.
And so the super clipping and all the crap that's been going on, it really took the fun out of qualifying, where the driving the car on the absolute limit.
Wait, does he think that qualifying is the best part? And he's trying to fix qualifying? I mean, like, I do like qualifying.
I don't think it's the best
and
part,
I'm
but
happy
it is an
to
important
fix
part.
whatever parts are broken, but he's focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree that it's definitely not the most important thing, but I definitely think that the problem is that watching a qualifying lap in F1 should be spectacular.
Yes.
And it isn't right now.
Gotcha.
The first couple of races were garbage. You get to the end of the Chinese Grand Prix straight away, and it's like they've lost 40 kph by the time they get to the braking zone, and it's like, okay, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Right? So what they've done is they've dropped the megajoule charge per lap, so that way they can't rely so heavily on the battery deployment. So like the regen that they're doing into braking can't generate as much energy.
That seems like counterintuitive.
It does, but then what would happen is that if they are allowed to store more energy from braking, they will brake sooner. Because the payoff is that they can get more down the straightaway. So they can't, like the late brake and all of that we're saying is the problem right now. People aren't really like pushing the corner the way that they could, is because they can store too much energy under braking.
Okay.
So now what they're saying is that by lessening how much power they get under braking, they'll brake deeper. They'll brake more like an F1 car.
Okay.
Because it's not as much of an advantage to be slow going through that corner.
Okay.
So you can attack it like an F1 car should.
Yeah.
And still get the same benefit.
Okay. But does the engine make up the rest of that? Like,
so basically you'll lose a little bit of straightaway speed.
Yeah.
In gains of more cornering speed.
Okay.
But
interesting.
So it's a trade-off.
A little trade-off there.
Yeah.
And we like the late braking, so that's fun.
Yes.
I like people riding on the edge of danger.
That's what needs to be Formula One, right? Maximum super clip duration will be reduced to 2 to 4 seconds per lap. So the window where the car is harvesting energy.
What is a super clip? Let's just go there.
Super clip is the term when the car starts to just decelerate on a straightaway.
Like it's done. Like
it's just
like
out of
gassed.
energy, and now it's generating energy.
Okay.
So it starts to slow down on its own to pull energy back into the car.
And so what are they going to do with it?
So they've lessened the time window that you can be doing that during a lap.
Okay. How is that going? I am very confused. How is that going to help?
This is part of the problem.
How do we get them faster?
The purity of racing is lost by this nonsense that we're reading.
Yeah.
Right?
Me as a stupid fan, I'm like, just make the car go fast. I'm now lost in megajoules and super clipping.
Hammer, nail, wood.
Yeah.
Car.
I'm just like gas, light it on fire,
right,
and go fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
you can't super clip as much
because again, that's another energy store situation. So you're getting more straightaway speed for the next straightaway, even if it's shorter.
Okay.
You get more launch opportunity. You get gain
so when
some
they're
time
not getting
back.
as much energy from the battery,
yes,
they're pulling it from the engine.
Yeah, and under deceleration, which is what's slowing the cars down on straightaways. So same kind of conversation as the last one.
Okay.
Right?
Chat, make sure to ask questions if you're confused like me.
Yeah, so the number of races where teams can apply alternative lower energy limits has increased from 8 to 12 circuits on the calendar. So like Albert Park is, I think, a lower energy circuit is what they would call it.
Because there's so much cornering?
Yeah, because they had not enough cornering, right? There was so much straightaway at Albert Park.
Okay, so like let's say Monza.
Yeah, so that's like a racetrack where they would have to be... They have heavy braking zones at Monza, but yeah, most of it's straightaway.
Yeah.
And so
what's the rule there?
So they've increased the number of tracks that have a different power store It was 8, now it's 12, because they're realizing that, they're going to have more super clipping issues throughout the calendar that they hadn't considered.
Gosh,
now that they've gotten a
mind
sample
is
size.
boggling.
This is so confusing.
Yeah.
But basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to give the cars a more previous generation feel.
Okay.
With these changes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is proving that this is wrong. This was the wrong direction if you're going backwards on anything.
Yes.
Right?
F1 is supposed to move forward.
Not do this crap.
Yeah.
Right? The net effect. Here's how Claude
let's go.
gives us the resolution of this. This is net effect. Drivers should be able to push closer to flat out and reduce the amount they are required to lift and coast. The cars will technically be slightly slower, but they'll look and feel more like proper racing cars on a
That's
hot
the
lap.
theory that we're all hoping for.
Right.
But you say this is just like a little Band-Aid on a big problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So super clipping peak power increases from 250 kilowatts to the maximum of 350 kilowatts.
Cool.
So
all I've ever heard in my life is horsepower.
this means when cars are harvesting at full throttle during the race, they can recover more energy while staying on the gas. So the speed drop off is less dramatic and less dangerous. So in the case
so for instance, with
Colapinto and Behrman,
yeah.
this is to solve that problem.
Okay.
Where the contrast isn't so insanely
Do you think that was a
ridiculous.
big reason why they also tried to bring these rules out?
Absolutely. Because all the drivers complained about this before that happened.
Really?
And then when it happened, it validated all of their concerns.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And they were like, we said this would happen.
Yeah, we're the ones driving this.
Are you listening
We know.
now?
Yeah.
You saw it,
Yeah.
right? Boost mode has been capped at a maximum of 150 kilowatts. This prevents the wild power spikes that were creating those yo-yo overtakes where a car would blast past and immediately get repassed.
I mean, with all of these changes, are there still more?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, like, so far with all these changes, yeah, they seem minimal, but like maybe minimal stacked on top of each other could equal a big change, a big difference.
Could equal a decent racing spectacle.
Yeah. Like if I am hemorrhaging blood, a Band-Aid might stop it.
Yeah. A tourniquet.
A well-placed Band-Aid
Saves some things.
might stop it.
Yeah, totally.
You never know.
So, yeah. Lots of other things. So MG UK deployment will maintain
MGK is going to be at the deployed?
Yes.
Please kill me.
Yes, F175 is coming back, baby.
They're like, and part of all the regulations, Machine Gun Kelly will be present at every F1 race.
He's singing the national anthem at every
We
race.
did a lot of research with my nephew who's 10 years old, and he said he's the coolest. So as part of the new regulations, Machine Gun Kelly
Despite
will be
being
there.
snubbed by Coachella again.
My nephew says Machine Gun Kelly should have played and headlined Coachella. And it's like the 10th year in a row he hasn't done it. So we're bringing him on to every single Formula One race to make up for the fact. And the fans are going to love it.
They're gonna just cry. It'll be so beautiful.
He's going to team up with Will.i.am on all the American races. And they've created a F1 national anthem that all the fans will love. This is the worst era of sports in the history of the world.
we have hit rock bottom.
If that was a real regulation, it's time to go to IndyCar.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Some more talk about how they're going to reduce closing speeds. Some other things that I'm just going to quickly highlight because these ones aren't going to make as much of a difference, but they do have a light system that will identify cars that are abnormally low on acceleration at safety car restarts. So that way you don't accidentally run into the back of an F1 car because you're not anticipating them going that slow. So they'll do some more light signatures or something
In the starting sequence?
for a safety car
Oh.
restart. So if one of the cars doesn't shoot off like it's supposed to, they'll blink differently. So that way
Okay.
other drivers know not to
Okay.
line up behind them.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
That's also on the grid. So it'll be both safety car and on the car and on the grid. Also, they will be changing some wet weather stuff. They want to do more blinky lights stuff. And the reason that I'm keep calling it that because it sounds ridiculous, but the cars have to be visible. And one of the things that all the drivers said was that the Ollie Behrman situation in bad weather is catastrophic. It's fatal.
I mean, haven't they always had the same lights?
Yes, but
now that the cars are kind of being weird,
because
it's
there's
dangerous.
weird offset and speed.
Okay.
They're like, if I can't tell that the car ahead of me is slow and I think it's fast, and I have an Ollie Behrman Colapinto where it's 60 kph different or whatever it is. Wasn't it like almost 100?
I thought it was like 50 Ks.
Something like that. It was a lot.
Yeah.
But in that scenario, in bad weather,
It's crazy.
Behrman doesn't even see Colapintos going that slow, right?
No,
It's like he just runs into him.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's real bad for both.
They should just have like an onboard like Siri AI voice that's just like 10 meters ahead.
Yeah.
12 meters ahead. Every 2 seconds there's
slow Lance Stroll.
Stroll is 10 meters ahead, 5 meters ahead. Stroll is behind you.
I have said this forever, and I will say that the conversation between the race engineer and the driver is very important. But NASCAR has spotters, and it does blow my mind that F1 does not.
What does a spotter do?
A spotter.
Where are they at?
The spotters sit on the roof of the racetracks, especially the big ovals.
Okay.
So way above the grandstands with binoculars, and they are on the radio almost the entire race.
Oh.
Outside.
Is it illegal in Formula One?
They just, yes, because of radio usage, like how they're supposed to use it.
Okay.
But the way
seems like that'd be a cool advantage.
it's a massive advantage because NASCAR guys are also surrounded by netting and headrests and all sorts of crazy things, right? So being able to see to your left or your right is really hard.
If you could get on top of that like crazy big thing at COTA, whatever that is, that big crow's nest, see the whole track and then relay that info. I didn't know that they, I guess, weren't doing that.
Yeah. So
I assumed that like even the helicopter sees things and they were like, oh yeah, we're going to tell this information to the driver that the helicopter's seen.
Well, it even seems like a series of lights or something in the cockpit could just light up like a lane assist does in a current car, road car, just to be able to help you know that like someone's on your inside.
That's true.
And to me, I'm like,
and then like it doesn't let you go over.
I don't want it to actually assist. But the lights themselves are very helpful for road goers. So I don't know
blinkers.
Yeah, not those. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Have you driven a modern car, Max? I know you drive a lot of old ones.
No, honestly, no.
There's little lights that appear in the mirror when someone's in your blind spot.
I see them on other cars when I pass them.
That's what they're called. They're called blind spot monitoring systems.
Yeah, they'll show up on their rear view mirrors.
Yes.
But that would be amazing if you had to use a blinker in Formula One.
Yeah.
And if you indicate one way and then go the other way, that's tricky.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
You get a penalty for that.
Lance Stroll would do that.
George Russell would be all over that rule.
Yeah, you'd be like,
he indicated Charles Leclerc went left, and then he was indicated right.
If you remember the rules in the book section,
if your blinker is not working, use the hand signals. The proper hand signals when overtaking.
Just doing the robot.
Just trying to overtake in that car.
Yeah.
Out the window. Just the wind pushing your hand back.
Yeah.
Losing a glove.
Doesn't quite work the same way.
Toto, I lost my glove.
Toto, I'm coming in.
Stop the race.
Box, glove. Need it now.
Yeah, lights are crazy. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, it just seems like there's some simple solution to at least some of what you're saying, like proximities and whatever. We have enough tech.
Yeah.
It seems like even the helmet could do something to let you know, some blinky lights or whatever. They play those games, right?
I don't know. Last time someone strapped tech to a helmet, they wound up having a bad ski day. So they're probably weary of that.
Oh, gosh. He's just moving on.
I heard he's watching races now.
Good. Okay, that's good.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. You wiggled your thumb. That's great.
That's great, Vincent. Chat what movies they're at.
Name the movie. But they also they'll reduce the ERS system in wet conditions. They're also upping the tire blanket temperatures for wet races. So when you have inters going on, that they can heat the tires up a little better.
Ooh, it's going to change everything.
Yeah. And so basically the bulk of this was like we've had this month.
Yeah.
Right. And this month of non-racing after a brand new regulation, I honestly feel like was a big part of the reason why they just resolved to not replace the races. Because in the past, especially during COVID, they just pivoted quick.
Yeah, we got some pretty neat tracks that we've never raced at before.
And like brought back Turkey and a few other events that hadn't been on the calendar.
It's a really exciting calendar year.
Yeah, so it's like, it was definitely not beyond the realm of possibility to add races, but it seemed like it was important to the sport to get it right.
Yeah.
And so they've taken the month and gone back and forth with the teams, and this was what they considered the unanimous decision of both the Formula One manufacturers, the FIA, and Formula One itself, that this was the resolution to fix what they felt was wrong about the regulations.
Gotcha.
So they've toned down the video game and they've taken some of the cheat codes away. And one of those things was that Mercedes was found to be doing some kind of qualifying trick.
What do you mean? Let's
with
go.
their engine power. I wish I knew enough to really dive into it. But from what I understand, there was a couple of things that they were doing on their outlaps where they were like coming to a complete stop or doing something weird that Max Verstappen, I think, was the one that flagged, being like, what are they doing? They're up to something. And then during the lap that they delivered, they had clearly more power than everybody, right? The pace was insane.
Okay.
So
You don't know what it was?
I don't know enough about it because this is Formula One when they get cryptic.
Yeah.
Where they don't want to tell people what that trick was, like the brake bias in the Red Bull, right? Those types of things they play close to the vest. But whatever they were doing has been banned, so they're not allowed to do that trick anymore. So it'd be interesting to see if Mercedes is going to come out of the gate swinging in Miami the same way that they were.
I mean, that could be interesting. Ferrari's already nipping at their heels,
and they also got that performance upgrade thing that the FIA only approved for a couple of teams.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kim Kardashian dating Lewis.
Not
that performance upgrade for Lewis.
That was a performance downgrade. He's cursed Ferrari further.
He's really testing his performance right now.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of testing.
So they got a performance upgrade, a package.
I believe that what Lewis is doing right now would not pass the testing regulations.
His package is getting a performance test right now.
And going far beyond the testing regulations that FIA has clearly set. But we still cannot listen to Pipe because he still has not.
I know.
Still has not won in red.
It's been a long time without that song.
We have a podium in red, but we have not won.
Has the FIA banned
Kim K?
Voluptuous modeled girlfriends
No.
yet? They're like, we like the bean pole.
The Secret Lives of Formula Wives coming soon.
It's there. Kim Kardashian's there.
She's there. This is a full new series.
You know you have Kanye West in the wings.
Yeah.
That could be insane.
Insane.
Kelly PK.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot going on there.
Dang. Yeah, this is a show that needs to be made.
It's coming soon.
Let's just have the next season of Drive to Survive be that.
Yeah.
Just like wives throwing champagne in each other's faces.
It just
crazy episode.
She's crazy.
No racing. Because we could use a palate cleanse from the Drive to Survive season, I think.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's like, I saw the races.
I just like the idea of this big Secret Lives of Formula Wives in parentheses. Because none of them are married.
Yeah.
Formula Wives, and then just underneath partners. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, guests of the team.
Yeah. Wags camera. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to see something in Miami that's going to be a little different than what we've become accustomed to across the three races that, I mean, there's just been so many races this year.
So many.
It's going to be unrecognizable.
I feel like we just barely got out the gate and then it just slowed down.
It came to a screeching halt.
Yeah, we haven't made it out of like the Australia, Asia, Pacific part of the world yet.
No.
So it feels like we're still stuck there, which is a great place to be.
A great part of the world.
Love Japan. Love Australia.
Love all these parts of the world.
Yeah. But it'll be great to be back in Miami.
And then Montreal, which is another great race.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. We'll get back to the Americas.
But the gap.
The true area for Formula One racing.
The gap from Miami to Montreal, like you're telling me you couldn't have done that back to back.
It's another, oh goodness. You couldn't have bumped that up?
Yeah.
You have another month.
Yeah. So it's just a...
Just like walking through the desert, getting one little glass of water, and then heading back through the desert.
Like, don't give me an oasis.
Jeez Louise. Well,
Mirage.
to supplement all of our lack of Formula One races, started watching Need for Speed.
Oh, you watched it.
Started watching it.
Started watching it.
I realized I had seen it already.
Oh, really?
I think I'd seen up to where I stopped watching.
Okay, so what are
Because
your
I have
thoughts
no
so far?
idea what happens after it, but going through, I was like, oh, I know what's going on. I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
this all before.
Okay.
I mean, it's great.
It is. It's visually fun.
One, the car selection is amazing.
It's great.
Because like Fast and Furious, I feel like they struggled to break out of the muscle cars or the Japanese like rice rockets.
Yeah.
It's like that's their world.
Right.
And rarely do they get like a German car in or a
Totally.
European car. And if they do, it's like a villain car.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Need for Speed, great car selection.
Right.
I say that because there's a Porsche 944 in it.
Yeah.
It's a yellow one.
yeah.
It's driven by a girl.
Yes.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And they have a street race. It's the first street race to be in the movie. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, but the Torino.
Yeah.
I love that Torino.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the results of the race because I think the Porsche should have won.
Yeah, of course.
At least it should have lasted longer. She
Yeah.
didn't come in last, but I've driven a 944. I've driven in it where you're driving my 944, which you drive it faster, and it handles corners like crazy.
It's the perfect balance.
It's nuts. It's on
Yeah.
rails, as they say.
It is.
And she spins out, and I was like, "This is not spinning
You're like,
out."
not true to life.
Yeah. And like all these honking muscle cars
Yeah.
are like making the tightest hairpins through like parking garages.
You're like, yeah, dry up. There's no way that's real.
And just like, you're not telling me this nimble German car couldn't outpace these other cars.
Definitely.
They do have giant V8s and that one doesn't. But,
Definitely when it comes to the power plant, they can, but yeah, in the balance, no.
But I'm like, you could beat them in the corners. Anyway, it's going good so far.
Yeah.
But it also is a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, it is a long movie.
I didn't realize that. I'm like, Need for Speed, based off a video game. What, a guy's getting revenge after this guy? Oh yeah, there's Koenigsegg's in it, which is sick. Those are rare in movies.
Yep.
Friend dies. He's going out for revenge. It's like, gotta win the race to get revenge.
Right.
And it's like, okay, hour and a half movie.
Right.
I put it in at like 10.
Yeah.
Midnight comes along.
And you're like-
my roommate comes home, and I'm like, I'm not halfway through this movie. How long is this movie?
You paused it. There's no way it's that long.
Maybe I started like 10:30, but like I was like amazed because he came in the door and I was like, oh yeah, pause it. I'm watching Need for Speed. I was like, it's only halfway done.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'm still working through it. All to say, if you're listening to this, you want to join in on like the next discussion of movies. This is your time now in the next couple of weeks to watch Need for Speed.
We'll recap
We'll
Need for Speed
recap
movie.
it. Yeah, tell me about your favorite car you see in the thing, because there's Mustangs, there's 944s, Koenigsegg's, old muscle cars. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm only halfway through.
Yep.
Kid Cudi,
Yeah.
he's driving a new aircraft every scene.
Yeah.
Which somehow he's able to spot the tiniest car details.
And he's so good.
He's so good.
His character's so good.
I don't know how. I mean, I know they have like this eye in the sky thing in the game.
Yeah.
But I don't think you need it in the movie.
No, but it's great.
It's great.
If
I'm
at
here
least,
for it.
At least
Yeah.
for his comic relief.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah, it's great. Rami Malek is in it.
Yep.
Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Plays the same character he does in every movie.
Yes.
Weird computer kid.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And then, I mean, pay attention.
Michael Keaton's in it.
Yeah. Pay attention to also the fact that it's all practical.
You were telling me that because
Yeah.
last time we talked about it on the podcast, you were saying they filmed it by rigging up a system where drivers were sitting on top of the cars.
Yep.
And there was one part during like the opening street race where Aaron Paul, he's the main actor.
Yep.
He makes a face going around a corner that I'm like, I don't think he's acting.
I think he's genuinely terrified.
Because I feel like a race when you're acting and like it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
was like,
He's like,
it was like a little bit of terror. I was like, this is good. This is good. Yeah.
And a lot of scenes, they did train them. They did learn how to drive for certain scenes where
Like
they actually were
Pulling
driving.
a car into the garage.
But like the behind the scenes stuff of Aaron Paul is like, it's pretty funny because his personality is so like, he's just the slowest dude to like laugh or do anything.
In that movie particularly.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything.
But it'd be funny, like they'll show him like do a loop around or like drift something or whatever, and then he'll like pull up to the camera with like an e-brake and just like stop and stare at the camera and then do like one of those like real slow like you know.
Yeah.
So anyways, but the practical effects of that movie is what really makes it for me as a camera dork. And the fact that they got such crisp footage on the outside of a Torino while he's driving across train tracks. Beautiful.
Yeah. There was like a split second where I really appreciated a movie showing like street racing culture. Never appreciated it before. I thought it's stupid. I'm like, Fast and Furious, it's fun, it's dumb.
Right.
Like when they're like the first one and she's like flying that pink Suzuki like over the thing.
That's Too Fast, Too Furious. Fun fact. That's Johnny Tran's car. They painted it pink. I learned this in a Peterson Museum tour.
Crazy.
And it was great.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that they just repainted one of the hero cars from the first movie. But
that's crazy.
That's what they did.
That's
Anyways,
funny.
Continue.
But yeah, like Fast and Furious kind of paints it as like, this is a joke.
Yeah,
or like
is.
it's kind of, it's just funny.
Yeah, like the jumping
cool,
bridges
but
and crap. Like, come on.
But like they're lining up for the street race, and maybe because now I've been watching a lot of motorsport the past couple of years, I was like, okay, like this is basically just like the poor man's version of Formula One.
Yeah, totally.
Like Formula One is a bunch of people who own a car.
This is how NASCAR started.
They're trying to build it with their money.
Right.
And they try and get the best mechanics. I'm like, in this movie, Aaron Paul has this car that he's built, put money into. He has his friends that have helped him.
Right.
And now he's racing this. If it crashes he's done.
Yeah.
Like,
it sucks.
The stakes were kind of high when I was watching it.
Super high. Yeah,
and
totally.
I was like, that's kind of cool. It kind of felt different watching this. And there was one scene where they build this like Mustang that was not finished when Shelby Carroll died.
Yeah.
And they like finish it. And do you remember this?
Yes.
They unveil it at the thing, and Aaron Paul and like the kid that dies. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
His friend.
I
Yes.
knew he was gonna die as soon as they introduced him. Like he's too wholesome.
Yeah, he's weak.
And he's showing up in every
Look
scene.
how weak he
like we
is.
gotta get rid of this kid. Get rid of him quicker. But like he's in the scene, and this like really cute British girl comes up, starts talking about the car. Do you remember this?
Yes, of course.
And they do the thing where like they're talking down to the
They're
girl.
mansplaining. Yes.
But she asks them to.
Yeah,
That's what I don't like.
And then she claps back like being like, is it 450
aluminum alloy head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you came up and we're like, is this car fast?
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, it's pretty fast. What is a horsepower? It's like, they're going to start explaining things to you.
Of course they're going to mansplain if you set them up
That's
to
a
mansplain. Yeah. It's a total trap.
But then she did show him. She knows everything about cars.
You should edit in, what is that, Akbar? You should edit him into
It's a drop. Just in the back behind the Mustang.
Yeah.
It's a drop. Anyway, okay. So watch Need for Speed.
Yeah.
If not next week, the week after, we'll be talking about it and giving like a full review.
Sloon says he's made it about 5/8 of the way through.
Like me.
And he said Aaron Paul is Toby Marshall. I think that the funniest part of that movie, just as one last disclaimer before I stand up and cut you off as you talk about something that has to do with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, I didn't watch any Jean this week.
Is that Michael Keaton's character is so strange.
The radio guy?
Yeah, he's the strangest dude. I feel like Michael Keaton's such a good actor. And I'm like, what director fumbled this? Because like he crushes in everything he's in. And this character might be the worst Michael Keaton character I've seen.
Interesting.
Even though I like that movie,
every
time that I see him, I'm like, oh, I'm cringing.
We need to see Multiplicity. If you haven't seen Multiplicity, go check it out. I'll watch that as well. Michael Keaton, they probably paid him $1 million just to sit in a room and do a voiceover for an hour. And that's all I haven't seen the movie all the way, so maybe he's in other scenes. But yeah, watch the movie. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Share us, like us. And then, tell us about your favorite car.